I come to you guys today with a very heavy and overwhelmed heart. My truth is Black Lives Matter. And there's a lot of people that counter that with all lives matter. But imagine that you're a lifeguard and you're watching a pool of people. When there's a person drowning, you focus and you jump in and you help that person. It does not mean that the lives of the other people in the pool don't matter. Black lives are the ones that are drowning right now. And there's a lot of white people that don't know what to do right now. There's fear. There's lots of feelings and emotions. And I just wanted to share my truth and what's happening in my life right now. I am choosing to not blow up the DMs, the emails, the text strings of my Black friends and of Black people online. As white people, we need to start with ourselves. You need to first start with self-reflection. There's a great assessment tool from Harvard that takes you through a researched assessment tool that will come out and tell you if you are slightly racially biased or very racially biased based on a very unique set of questions that you can't really fake or lean towards. Take that. Start there. Do not get in to asking Black people to send you resources and places where to start. They are overwhelmed and broken as it is right now, and it is not their job to send us resources and action steps, because there is a ton of information and free resources and podcasts and books, and even if you have social media, following those people. And just be quiet and listen. Just listen. I've downloaded a lot of podcasts. I've ordered books. I've followed accounts. And I am in a self-education process right now. And as Maya Angelou said, and as Oprah repeated so many times, two badass Black females, when you know better, you do better. So self-awareness. Do you do crafts and DIY stuff? Do you buy stuff on Etsy? Do you buy stuff from small local shops? Maybe go look and see if there's an Etsy account of a Black male or female that's doing work that you can buy the same thing from. Go buy and support Black entrepreneurs and shops if that's something that you're interested in. Look for books by Black authors. Follow Black-led podcasts. And this doesn't take away from the other Indigenous people of color. That's an entire other set of circumstances that white people need to be educated on. But right now, there's an extra focus on Black people. And I just wanted to say that this is a white person problem, and we need to stop talking and trying to get information out of Black people, and we need to do the work ourselves. There's enough resources out there that you need to start educating yourself. I'm educating myself, and then when you start to learn and you start to know, you need to then start having conversations with other white people. And this is something that's going to be difficult in certain circles of people. It doesn't have to be a big speech in front of all your white friends. It can start in little ways. When you're at a barbecue or a friend's house for a cocktail party or just a small get-together, when you hear other people being racist, or even the people that don't think they're racist but are making underlying racist comments, it can even be something that you start with. Instead of being silent, like most people do, it can start with a simple phrase, I don't know, I see things a little differently. Or, I disagree, actually. And opening up a conversation with other white people about things that you have learned based on you being quiet and listening for a while and reading and educating yourself, so that then you can have and start conversations among other white people. It's our responsibility to make change. So I would really encourage you to follow some resources. Do that Harvard assessment. Buy some books, even for your children. Look at your children's toys. Any of their toys that represent humans. Do you have any diverse colors in your Barbies or in your Lego men or in any of the books that your kids have on their bookshelf? Josh Childress just put out a book called I Am Magnificent for children. That's awesome. If your kids or you are into science and space, educate yourself on the Black people that started from the very beginning of science and DNA and biology and space travel. If you're into authors, poets, whatever you're into in your own life, there's an application that you need to go back and learn. If you have taken an Ancestry test, DNA, Ancestry.com, to find out your heritage, go back further. Dig a little deeper. Learn about true ancestry. I just think it's more appropriate, and what I am choosing to do and what I would encourage other people to do is to start with yourself and to learn and educate and be quiet for a while. The other thing that I think a lot of people don't understand is the concept of a white savior. To do a mission trip to Africa and snap a bunch of pictures with Black children, and think that you're saving the world, or to, jump in and try to save Black people. It's called being a white savior, and that is not what we need to be doing. We need to educate. We need to organically build a community and a network and a friendship with people of color. If you look around your friends in your neighborhood, sometimes, it's the way you grew up. You grew up in a white neighborhood and your family was friends with all white people, and you just happen to end up in sometimes you're unaware of your white privilege. But now that you know better, you're seeing things, look around and try to organically put yourself in situations where that network of people becomes more diverse, which means getting involved in things that are outside your comfort zone or outside things you typically know. And that starts with quiet education on your own, and reading books and listening to podcasts and opening up conversations with other white people. So this will be all I'm going to publicly say, because I am in a process of self-education, and in no way do I think I'm woke or anything like that. I think that this is going to be an education process that will continue throughout our lives. You never know anything. There's always things to be learning about. but there's a few simple steps that you can take without bombarding the Black community on how do I start? I really want to get better. How do I start? Give me action steps. What can I read? You need to do that work on your own. I love all of you. I love that more white people are getting to this point, and I hope to begin to have more conversations among my white community about this. And as I find resources, maybe I'll start to post some, but I've given a few here, and I think that that's where we start. Love to everyone. Compassion, love, and empathy, in the end, always wins.